The term mafia can refer generally to criminal organizations, but it most famously applies to the Sicilian Mafia, also known as La Cosa Nostra, this thing of ours. Here's a breakdown of the Mafia. Origins: believed to have emerged in Sicily, Italy, around the 19th century, possibly even earlier. Developed in a context of weak central government and economic hardship. Structure: hierarchical, strict leadership structure with a boss, capo dei capi, at the top, followed by underbosses, capos, captains who lead specific crews, and soldiers who carry out orders. Omerta, a code of silence and non-cooperation with authorities. Family-oriented, traditionally, La Cosa Nostra families were composed primarily of Sicilian or Italian immigrants and their descendants. Activities: traditional, racketeering, extortion, illegal gambling, drug trafficking, prostitution, infiltration of legitimate businesses. Modern, many mafia groups are still involved in these activities, but they may also be involved in newer areas like cybercrime, money laundering, and human trafficking. Global reach: Italian-American Mafia, the most famous offshoot, established in the early 20th century in the United States, particularly powerful during Prohibition. Weakened by law enforcement and internal conflicts in recent decades. Other mafia groups: mafia-like organizations exist in other parts of the world, such as the Japanese Yakuza and the Russian mob. Impact: negative. The mafia is associated with violence, corruption, and obstruction of economic development. Pop culture: the mafia has been widely romanticized in movies, TV shows, and books, but it's important to remember the real-world harm these organizations cause. Law enforcement efforts: there have been ongoing efforts by law enforcement agencies around the world to combat mafia activity. These include undercover operations, financial investigations, and witness protection programs. Current state: the mafia is still active, but its power and influence have declined in many areas due to law enforcement efforts and internal conflicts.